Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me again. So I'm experimenting today with new paints that I've literally just received. They are ready to pour paints by Pebeo. Okay, so I'm used to the standard Pebeo paints that actually mix with my pouring medium. But these ones are apparently ready to go. So I was not sure what to do with them. And I thought the best thing is to try to get some flower effect through my strainer with the lovely frog and see how they react, if they create cells, if they don't. Obviously I'm going to use them straight from the bottle. I've got some just plain titanium white mixed with my standard pro medium, so PVA glue and water, because I know how it will react. That's just the Daler-Rowney graduate acrylic titanium white, just to have a base and make the paint flow. Okay, so I think I better give it a start. So I have my torch and my gloves, got the strainer, I've got the paints ready. I removed a small plastic thing to protect them, so I am ready to go. I'm not sure what order I'm going to use them, but yeah, let's go for it. So I'm just going to put quite a big base, and at least when it flows, hopefully it will push it out, and when I stretch, you know, I'll be able to reach the whole of the canvas. So I mixed it quite thin, 1-to-1, but I did quite a bit of water just to make sure everything flows nicely. Okay, let me just, before I start, let me just make sure that you are in the frame, sort of. I'm just going to move you, there we go, a little bit, there we go. So, Froggy, right in the middle, stable, there we go. Let's start with some blue. So I'm just going to pour and see what happens. I'll put the colours in the description. I've got some silver, I've got some iridescent purple, I think some sort of turquoise colour, this one. Give a bit more time to run down, really. A bit more silver. And I think that should be enough. So let me just put the lids back on. Didn't use too much. Obviously I've only got a small canvas, which is 20 by 25 centimeters. So very delicately, let's lift this. Just going to let what's left at the bottom of the strainer run down. I bet you can see more than I can at the moment. Woo! With only a few bubbles, that's not too bad. Hopefully as I stretch they will they'll go the way I've got my torch. Okay, now I'm trying to think which way it's best to stretch. So I'll just go over the corner. The whole thing is moving nicely. Seemed to be some reaction, actually, some sort of splitting between my Daler-Rowney white and the colours. Maybe they don't really like each other, but hopefully I'll be able to stretch all of this. Let me see if I can go over and bring back, that's it. The center seems to stay very much in the center. I'm not sure why. Should be a tiny bit more fluid than that. There was some flow enhancer underneath there. Did pour over the middle. It's definitely splitting, look. 100% splitting. So let's try to find a way. Let me just cover my corners and then we can decide how I want to stretch it and maybe do something else with this. Okay, it's 100% splitting. So that is not good. Can you see? Or here, the white doesn't like it. So actually it might not be the white, it might be my pour medium, the PVA glue water. That just doesn't agree with the Pebeo. I'm just gonna try to stretch, get rid of as much of the white as I can, and I think we're gonna have another go on top of this. I'm just stretching, stretching, stretching. Some people will call this split some sort of texture, but I really do not like it. Actually, I do have a spatula there. Let me just get rid of that and do it without the white underneath. It's just not liking it at all. And I'm just going to reuse obviously the strainer without any white base, because it's either the paint or the pour medium that is just not agreeing with the Pebeo. So let's try again. So I'm pouring straight out of the bottle, just like before. And let's see, once we start stretching, if he likes it a bit better or not. One more corner. Let's put that blue. I think that'll be enough. Why don't we stretch? I'm just gonna very gently lift this. Okay. Few bubbles, but nothing major. So let's try to stretch and let's see if the paint splits again or not. Maybe I should try to add, oh maybe not, no, because all my paints was there. I've got some Pebeo paints ready, but they do contain the glue, so if it's the glue, I'm just going to waste another lot of paint. Just moving everything around, and I will give it a torch. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can, then I will give it a torch. Stretching, stretching, stretching. We're getting there, we're getting there. Have faith. Let me just turn it around, see if I can tempt the paint more towards this side. Come on, come on, come on. Nearly there. Okay, still touch up your edges afterwards. Right, there's no splitting, so it's definitely either the titanium white that doesn't agree with them or the glue. Okay, so let me just cover this corner. Actually, let me just get pure colour. It's very iridescent. Obviously, I've got the silver's iridescent and the purple is iridescent, so it's very, very shiny. Let me just wipe my hands and I'm going to give this a quick torch. Let's see what happens. There we go. So no cells. See if I can stretch more of the paint. I've got a bit of paint left on there. Let's try to work on the composition, you know, improve it a little bit because it's maybe slightly boring as it is now. Better. I'm going to bring the weight of the paint back towards the middle so it dries evenly without cracks. At the same time, it allows me to make sure the corners are covered. I'm just going to use the underneath there just to make sure there's no white then. Anything else? Alright, so I'm not wowed as such by these paints. I mean, they are very iridescent, they are lovely colours, but there's not much effect there. So I think on their own, no. I mean, I would, in future, I'm going to use them as parts of other mixes, and I may, instead of using then glue and water as a PM, I may just put water just to avoid that splitting. I'm going to have to test again. But that's an interesting piece. It is very, very shiny, very iridescent, mainly for the silver and the purple. But yeah, let's see how it dries. I'll show you once it's fully dried. And you can make your mind up. So let me bring you closer so you can see what it's like. So here we go, very shiny. I'm sure you can see the iridescence there. No splitting. I do like some of the effects there. They are quite nice. I love iridescence, that silver and purple, they work really nicely together. Yeah, no cells, but nice effect. So I will keep playing with it and see what it did not agree with. You know, it could be the glue, it could be just a titanium white, and I'll try again. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.